I was talking to my guy friend yesterday and we were discussing this notion that a lot of girls don't want to build with guys because really often you see guys who are broke build and the girl will build with them and then he gets successful and leaves her for like a younger 24-year-old. She invested and wasted so much time and now she's older in the dating market, starting back at square one. At first, he didn't really see where I was coming from. His perspective was more like, well, if I don't build with a girl, then I'm not sure that she's going to be with me for anything other than my money when I.
And that is correct. A lot of the times, what it is with these modern women is that they want a man who has already built a life for himself, who already has all the money and all the resources that these ladies are looking for. They're not willing to build with a man who comes from nothing, somebody who maybe just graduated college and is starting a job that pays $50,000 a year. What a lot of these women don't understand is that a lot of the men who already have their stuff together, who already have all this money, who already have the status that they're looking for, are usually in their late 40s, early 50s. And these are the same women who would tell you that it's creepy, for example, for a man in his 50s to be dating a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, or even a 21-year-old, right? Because if it's a woman who's just fresh out of college and is looking for a man who is already built, she's more likely looking at somebody already in their 40s or pushing their 50s. But to them, that's creepy. But at the same time, that's also what they're looking for. They're not looking to build with the guy who just graduated college with them and just started a job making, $40,000, $50,000 a year. Because a lot of the times, it's not true that the man leaves the relationship. Men usually do not leave the relationship. They're happy to stay with the woman to help them build, and they usually love the woman to help them build. It is usually the woman, and statistics show this, that women start divorce 80% of the time. So it's not the man who's leaving a woman once he gets successful. It's the woman who gets bored and decides that she wants something fun and she wants something new. And the way to do that is by divorcing the man, taking half his resources that he's built over the years, or let's say she helped him build, or whatever the case may be, because that's usually what the court considers, correct? And then trying to find love somewhere else after they've spent 10, 15, 20 years with a man. And then they realize that maybe they made a mistake, but at that point it's too late. But let's continue to listen to what she has to say.
I'm successful. So let me try to explain the female psychology for girls who think like me. So I kind of have two pillars of thought when it comes to this. First pillar is that I feel like a lot of guys, when they're broke, they don't choose their dream woman. They pick the girl that fits their current lifestyle that they can like quote unquote afford. Then when they reach success, they finally have like this ginormous pool of girls who want them and they kind of get their pick of the litter. Now they can go for their dream woman. And by the way, I don't think every guy's like this. I'm well aware that there's many guys that blew up with their girlfriend or whatever, and that is the person they stick with forever. I think this really comes down to the fact that it's a personality trait. Are you a cheater or not? Is it your character to cheat and seek novelty or not? I recognize that. So the other pillar of thought that I have when it comes to this is that I feel like the guys psychologically don't want the woman who watched him struggle. I think they want to, but I think the guys that are still starting at zero and are building, they don't like who they are. And so when he reaches that level of success, he's always going to tie that old version that he's trying to escape to that woman. I think there's a lot of guys out there that don't want to be seen. I think a lot of guys want to be seen for that post glow up self, want the woman who sees him as like this hero, who sees them as like this manly man. Not saying that a girl who builds won't see that. If anything, she actually might.
You can tell this girl spends a lot of time on the internet because, again, that is not the case. A man who has a good woman who has helped him build an empire, become successful, is usually happy to stay with that woman because that woman can always help him become more successful. And it is good to have a woman like that because you know what, you stay grounded and you know where you come from. That is the mentality of a man. Again, the stats just aren't on her side. They're simply not. Women initiate divorce at an 80% rate, over 20% rate that the men do. Women are usually more than likely unhappy in the relationship for whatever reason. And I say this is now more than ever because of social media, because social media has created an environment where people just post their happy moments, their happy thoughts, don't post the actual struggles behind the person. So the women in their relationships just see that the grass is greener on the other side, not knowing that that person might be struggling more than they are. So now they want what they see online, not realizing that it's a facade. They end up divorcing their man, taking half of his assets, and then end up unhappy at the end of the day, anyways. Guys aren't like that. Guys are happy to be with a woman who makes them feel like an appreciated guy and who helps him be a better version of himself. But again, these women, she wants a man who is already established, self-made, or whatever the case may be, it already has a career and already has his life together. But again, I guarantee you, this same woman would find it disgusting to date a 45, 50-year-old. And she would find any other woman disgusting that is maybe her age in her mid early 20s to date a 45 to 50-year-old, which are usually the men that have their stuff together. I've seen the post online all the time. I see, if you're in your 30s, you have no you have no reason to be dating an 18 to 21-year-old. Which, that's an adult. Those are adults. If that person wants to make the consenting decision to date an older person that's in their 30s, that is their prerogative. They are adults who make their own decisions. What you do when you say stuff like that is that you infantilize women that are that young. Me personally, I could never date a woman that's 18 to 21 years old. Because what do I have in common with an 18 to 21 year old? An 18 to 21 year old doesn't have experience in life. Probably just got out of college. If they didn't go to college, they haven't done much in their life. For me to be able to share similarities or experiences about what life is like, it's not appealing. But to say that you shouldn't be dating them because it's creepy, it's not. It goes both ways. The man can say he wants to date an 18-year-old all he wants, but if no 18-year-old wants him, he's not going to date any 18-year-old. That 18-year-old female has to make that choice to want to date that man as well. And again, that's her prerogative as an adult, because isn't that what you guys say? My body, my choice, and you guys are strong and independent who don't need no man, so you're able to make the decisions in your life that you want to make. So where's the issue? Again, this woman doesn't know much about men. And this video is going to be kind of long because this is only part one. She has a part two of this video. We're going to finish this video, then we're going to hop on part two, and then we're going to continue giving our opinion.
Might respect him a lot for what he went through, but I think this has a lot to do with men's ego, and so many of these guys just don't want a woman that's seen that side of them. Again, not every guy, I am totally aware of that. And so when you combine these two main reasons, for me, it's not about gold digging or finding a guy that's super successful.
It is exactly about gold digging, because a lot of these women just want a lifestyle provided to them. They want the handbags. They want to be able to go on luxurious vacations. They want to be able to take trips. They want to be able to flex living in a nice home or in a nice apartment that costs maybe $10,000, $15,000 a month. They want all the things that show I have status. But again, they would never be caught dead, or at least in public, with the man that actually provides that lifestyle. So it is about gold digging for sure. Take a look at a man, for example, famous comedian Akash Singh, which is going through some crazy stuff right now with his wife, because it's been revealed that she's basically a gold digger. She's a stay-at-home wife who doesn't cook, and she admitted as much in her own Instagram. She is basically a stay-at-home baby. Let's not even call her a wife, because she does not cook. She doesn't do anything for her husband. According to her own words, nobody's making this up. I kid you not. She's saying this herself. And all she does is use his cards, Akash Singh's cards, to go shopping. She does whatever she wants, goes on vacation. There was one video where she came out and said that she thinks that the reason why her and her husband work so well in the relationship is because he's never home. meaning she doesn't even want her husband around, publicly humiliating this guy, and they're still married, and he's getting taken advantage of. But again, that's also his prerogative. She's a lot younger than he is, but again, she's just, at this point, she's eye candy. They're married. He's married to eye candy because she doesn't cook, she doesn't do anything for him. He's even admitted as much. There's one clip where he said that he'll come home and says he's tired, and his wife, instead of saying something comforting or whatever, she'll say like, me too. He said this. He complained about this. Instead of like offering a massage, hey, do you want a massage, baby? Do you want me to make you something? Do you want... No, it's me too. What are you tired from? You've been home doing nothing all day. You're a stay-at-home wife who doesn't cook or clean, by the way. Because I'm assuming he has enough money to hire a cleaner to come at least once or twice a week to go clean the apartment. And she doesn't cook, by her own words. So what does she do? What is she tired from? Anyways, let's look at part 2 of this video, because this one's got a little bit of time left. I want to see what else she has to say. And then I'll show you what kind of woman you as a man should be looking to build with. This is the type of woman, and I left it in the comments on that TikTok video, because I saw this video today, and I said, this is the type of woman you provide for. But let's go ahead and watch part 2 of this video, and then we'll play the other 2 videos that I have.
I made a video talking about how I don't want to build with a man because going from broke to rich changes a person and brings out a different level of pressure, temptations, tests that you just wouldn't really be able to predict how that's going to manifest in somebody when they haven't been tested. And this person responded saying, well, like a rich guy could just leave or cheat on you anyways. Rich people cheat on their spouses all the time, which, yeah, objectively is true, but that's irrelevant to my point. I am not at all saying that rich men don't cheat. What my point is trying to make in that video is that rich men have already been tested. When you achieve a certain level of success, you suddenly have a pool of women that want you, that are just throwing themselves at you. You have money, you have power that you once didn't have. And the ones who already have success have already been tested. So you can see generally how do they behave now that...
This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Do you guys remember in the last video what she said? That it comes down to character. That if you're a cheater, you're going to be a cheater whether you have money or not. So how does the logic apply here that you as a guy who has money has already been tested? If it's in their character to cheat, they're going to cheat whether they've been a millionaire for 5 minutes or for 5 years or for 15 or 20. It's in their nature according to you. So this person is right. Your logic doesn't even compute. Not for the reasons this person's mentioning, the comment up there on her video, but because of her own words. What she said, according to her, that if you are a cheater, the amount of money you have doesn't matter. So you being tested for 2 to 3 years as a rich person when you have a pick of the litter isn't going to all of a sudden make you less of a cheater if that's in your personality, because a couple of years have passed and you are now you're ready to settle down some way or somehow or whatever. It doesn't make sense.
They have all of this. So no, it's not about eliminating all risk. It's about eliminating one specific unknown. How does a man behave once money, power, temptation hits him all at once? The successful one already has all the attention, the
Yes, but how did he get there? He had to have... Most people are self-made, right? Most I don't want to say self-made, but most rich people became rich. They didn't inherit their wealth. So first of all, how do you know how your man is going to react when he becomes rich? You don't know if he's going to fundamentally change. If you have a good man, he'll stay a good man. If you have a bad man, he's going to be a bad man whether he has money or not. And the same thing with a rich guy. But again, most people make their riches in their lifestyle. They don't inherit it. She's pretending like this person who's already had the riches was born into it. And that's obviously not the case.
Options, the lifestyle upgrades, the status, the access to all these women. You get to see how they are already tested and see how they react. And from there, you can see patterns. It's not that I'm necessarily even dodging cheating. I'm dodging character uncertainty during an identity change. A man who grows into success with me suddenly has all these temptations that he didn't have before. And I'm not willing to take the risk or the gamble of like who he's going to become at the end of all of this. Can I meet a successful guy and he's still a cheater? Absolutely. But I'm eliminating this one risk.
So her logic is, I don't want to date a brokey because if he becomes successful, he's going to cheat on me. So I'm going to look for the rich guy, which I have no chance of getting because I'm a brokey and I don't hang out in those circles. And I'm not saying she's not attractive, but I don't think she's attractive enough to attract the kind of man that she's looking for. And even if she did find the kind of man that she's looking for, right, that has the money, monetarily wise, he's probably going to be out of her age range based on her views. Because this whole, you can't date certain age and it's creepy if you're dating 20 years younger than you, blah, blah. It's all feminist bullcrap, right? But anyways, the logic just doesn't add up. But I'm going to show you guys 2 videos of the type of woman who you definitely provide for, and this is the type of woman you build with. This is absolutely amazing. And again, there are a lot of women that have the mentality of this woman right here on screen, and very few that are like the one I'm about to show you. And so this guy should be extremely grateful and try his best no matter what to keep the type of woman that he has.
My husband is leaving for 5 days on a boys trip, and I'm completely redoing his gaming office. Me and my friend Lori spent 5 days on this, and we went ham.
First step, paint.
Okay, just kidding. Make that 4 days, because it took us an entire day to paint. Holy crap.
Now we're gonna do wood panels on this wall. Decorate it very like foresty theme.
This part specifically took a lot of measuring, but we got it on the first try! And this is us being bad bitches. Also, safety first. To be honest, everything ran hella smooth until we got to the last piece of wood.
To cut like literally this much off of this piece of wood. So that's fun.
Precise.
Precise! Shove it in!
Woo! I wanted to be part of it too.
2 little ladies did this.
Yes! One a little less little.
Okay, wait. I love this part because it's us trying to find the best color to stain the wall.
3. Special walnut!
Look how cute we look just staining away. Woo! We worked so well together. We would just yap and then yap some more and then watch New Girl and then yap again and then yap again. But the yapping ceased when I realized the desk was too short for Jack. So we packed up our stuff and ran to the Home Depot. Land of the... I don't know. I tried to do a joke that didn't work. Anyway, we got a 4x6 and put it under the desk to make it higher. But it wasn't easy. We had to lift the cabinets, put them evenly under there, and then drill them in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it was all worth it when I saw the whole thing come to life.
I like it.
Really quick. This is us putting up curtains, and we deserve some serious recognition because this took us 2 freaking times to put this up. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, so this is one of the coolest things we did in his office, I think. This was a surprise to Jack, but I knew the theme he wanted. And nothing screams forest theme more than this.
Oh my god, she looks really good.
My gosh.
Oh my god, rewatching this is bringing back all of the feelings. There were so many feelings, like excitement to hang up his 2 favorite RuneScape weapons as a picture. And also fear, like when this happened.
Oh no.
Nobody panic, I simply bumped something and it short-circuited. We got it checked out, so no worries. But also you should freak out about how good this looks. I mean...
Ba-bam and jam.
Last little vision come to life was this one, and honestly it's my favorite. Wait. I love it because it's like I'm giving like, yeah, I think this should go here and this should go, and then BAM! It actually comes to life. Oh my god, it's happening. Nobody panic. Okay, this was the before. Ugly, gross, and this beautiful, beautiful thing is the after, guys. Can you see them? Can you see the blood and the sweat and the tears? Because let me tell you, they're there. We put so much hard work into this, and it was so worth it. With all the little details that we got, I really believe that I captured his vision so perfectly. I just cannot wait to show y'all his reaction.
Oh my god!
You have to go in. This is the best part, you have to really see that. I was really nervous. You like it? Oh, I'm so happy.
Were you helped? I couldn't tell tell you anything.
He knew.
I couldn't tell you anything.
Why do you think you guys went on a trip?
Oh my god, this looks fantastic. This looks amazing. This looks so good. It came out so good.
I'm really emotional, buddy. That's.
Oh.
I'm really glad you like it.
Oh wow.
It took us 5 days.
And this is the type of woman you provide for. This is the type of woman who's willing to build with you. This is the type of woman who's willing to take risks for you, and that you should be willing as a man to take risks for. This is the type of woman every woman should aspire to be, because this is an amazing woman who loves her man, and I'm assuming that she did this because he shows her the same love right back. She feels appreciated within the relationship. This is an amazing couple. But again, most modern women in the United States just want to find a man who already has it all and live off of his fortune. But this video ran kind of long. It's already 22 minutes in, guys. I'm going to leave it right there, but I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Also, if you like what I do here and you want to support my work, I have links in the description box below. You can buy me a coffee or send me a Cash App. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.